tuning in. This is Optimus coming with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Vehicon. Now this is technically the second version of the Vehicon that we've gotten. The first being the first edition, which, if I'm not mistaken, was only released over in Asia, or at least overseas. Now this is the first version of the Vehicon that we've gotten here in the United States. As you can see, he has a snap-on blaster cannon, which is right up there. And initial impressions, looking at this guy, he's a little bit smaller than the first edition one. I'll show that off more later on when I actually open this guy up. Got his Vehicon, Deluxe mode, or Deluxe class. He's actually fairly intelligent. He's got an intelligence of a 6 and pretty brave. 7, rank of a 3. That's obvious. These are just pretty much cannon fodder. But you see other characters in Transformers Prime. You got the really cool pursuit car mode. Angling up a little bit, you see his really cool robot mode, and it says that every Vehicon knows how likely he is to be dismantled, either by the Autobots or by the Decepticon commander in need of spare parts. Danger is just part of life for him, and they welcome it. To a Vehicon, happiness is loyalty to Megatron and a warm blaster cannon. So there you go. You can obviously join them online at Facebook, Transformers.com, and then YouTube as well. Flip around here on the bottom. You see the other figures that are in this wave. You got Hotshot and Knockout, and then Ratchet was in an earlier wave. And then, of course, you can check out the Transformers Collector Club at TransformersClub.com. So there you have it. Really nice packaging. I do really like what they're doing with it. It's very bright and spunky, I guess. So let's get this guy open and see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so here we have the Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Deluxe Class Vehicon Bert opened up and in its vehicle mode. And as you can see, Bert is a very nice, absolutely gorgeous looking car. Very similar to some kind of a Cadillac, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, again, just like many other people, they've complained about the size of this guy. Here he is, and here he is next to his first edition counterpart, Lloyd. So as you can see, Bert and Lloyd are ridiculously different in terms of their sizes. I mean, this is huge size difference. I mean, check that out, massive. And when you line it up like this, it's dwarfed. I mean, you can't even see him. I mean, that is just really amazing. The fact that Lloyd here is so much bigger, and he's a deluxe class figure as well, and just so much bigger than Bert, it's really insane to me. But regardless, it's still a very nice car. Now, you do see some actually paint differences that you got going on here. You got a very nice kind of bright purple Decepticon logo, where this one is a much more dark purple, and it's actually really kind of hard to see. Zooming in, you can see it a little bit better right there, but you got all these details in here that are not painted like they were on the first edition figure, which does kind of suck, but it's not overly terrible, I guess. Some other kind of differences, you got an actual back windshield here, whereas this one is just painted, which, you know, that's whatever, I guess. And then flip around here on the back, and he actually has purple taillights. So not too much of a difference, but enough in terms of the size that really kind of throws me off. Now, in terms of accessories, Bert does come with his actual kind of arm cannon, which can plug into the side here, and again, I don't like the ports on these. This one isn't nearly as bad as, say, the Knockout figure or some of the other, like, ARMS Micron figures that are coming out. It's not that bad. And because it's a dark color, it kind of sort of blends in a little bit better. But that's all you can really do. You can put it there, or you can put it on this side. It's just, when you do it like that, it's really ugly, and it's very hard to actually see anything because of how dark it is. Now, really, when it comes down to it, I honestly think in terms of vehicle mode, the first edition far surpasses this one, and only because of the size of it. I just like the figure a little bit bigger, I suppose. Without a shadow of a doubt, Lloyd is a much better figure in terms of car mode than Bert here. But the transformation is ridiculously much more simple on this guy, and so much more fun to actually do. So to transform Bert, you just come around here, and these, it's always kind of a pain in the butt. You kind of pull these out of the side, kind of loosen these up, just like so. Kind of angle them out, just get them out of the way, and then take this entire top section, and this folds all the way back. Now, this is absolutely fun. I mean, this is all his leg. I mean, it's all his leg. Separate it, and you're going to have his legs right here. But first you have to fold, fold again, fold again, fold down, and that actually pegs in, and there's his leg. That's awesome. I don't know why the folding I think is just so cool, but fold it, fold it, fold it. It all collapses in on itself. It's amazing. Fold the foot out, rotate that down, that clips into place, and it's super fun. I love it. Rotate this just kind of around. You're just kind of angling these just like that, and there you have his legs pretty much done. Come up here to the top, and these arms also are really kind of janky. You kind of fold them out like so, fold out his hands, rotate them around, and that's kind of straighten them out. Those are his arms. They're definitely janky. Fold that out, fold that out, fold that around, kind of angle that where it's kind of in like so. Take this, lift this up, and blink, there's his head. And then fold this back, kind of angle these up. And here you have Bert actually in his robot mode. Now, when it comes to the actual robot mode for this guy, I am really on the fence. And when I say that, I'm only on the fence because I have a hard time trying to think of a Transformer Deluxe figure that I like in terms of robot mode more than this guy. I mean, even though he's got kind of janky arms, I mean, they really actually kind of look like that on the show. This figure just absolutely impresses me. Now, I remember talking about the the first edition version of the Vehicon, and I absolutely love that. But when I compare this guy to this guy, I'm absolutely blown away. In terms of actual robot mode, Bert here is far more impressive and far better looking than Lloyd ever could hope to be. This is a very rare instant where the first edition is not as good as the RiD figure. I mean, even the color, if you ask me, I mean, the color on here is gorgeous and probably isn't coming across nearly as good on my camera as it actually is in hand, but just so much more is done with this better. See, Lloyd's drunk and falling all over the place. You know, this guy really has, I mean, just a big, ugly backpack. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing how much junk is going on with this guy. That really kind of does make him suffer. And, you know, when you want to move things around, I mean, it's not bad. And here's kind of the janky arm on him. I mean, it's not really bad, but, you know, you get this, and you're supposed to actually have these in, but you can't keep them in because then it bounces into the backpack. This guy has no problem with his arms at all. It's amazing how clean this figure is. I mean, just poor Lloyd. I mean, he just goes off into the background. He's like, "You loved me so much before." But it's all about Bert now. Hey, Bert, you're shouting again, Bert. Now, in terms of his accessories, he does come with this in... Okay. Lloyd's weapon, in my opinion, is far better... See, now Bert's all upset. Lloyd's weapon is far better than Bert's here. As you can see, he's got a handle. He can actually hold it. And, you know, he can do that, which it's not too bad, I guess. But because of the different color, it really kind of breaks up that image. Now, I wonder if I can do that. And peg... see, that's... I mean, you can kind of sort of peg it in here on the bottom. And I guess you can kind of do that, have him hold it upside down. That kind of works. But what it actually tells you to do is fold it in, and then there's a little tiny notch right inside here. You're actually supposed to take this and clip it on here, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. And that doesn't look bad, I guess, but when you have it off-centered like that, that really does kind of look bad. This version here of the Vehicon is definitely lacking when it comes to the weapon for this character, and that really does kind of suck because other than that, everything else about this guy is pure, unadulterated win. Now to transform him back again, very fun to transform. His arms, still janky, no matter what. You kind of have to fold these in, kind of angle them, then rotate this in, and there you go. Like I said, arms, little janky. Little janky arms, not bad or anything, but they're a little janky. Fold that in, fold this up, get this, come on. Get these out of the way, fold this up. What's going on? There, put his head right back like so. Kind of keep these out just like that. Here we go with the crazy legs again. Fold this, fold that, fold this, fold that, fold this out,
fold that out. Just, it's amazing to me how fun his legs are. They really are very fun. These peg together at 3 spots. They're actually 4 spots technically. There, and this spot here is actually kind of tough to get it to peg together. There we go. So you got that. Fold that. Rotate these down. Fold this up and in like so. Rotate these down. Angle that down like so, and then you just line up everything. Everything should pop into place. Should. Kind of a pain in the butt, but you know, it should get there eventually. You just gotta kind of take time, wiggle some stuff, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. But here you have Bert back in his actual robot mode. I'm sorry, vehicle mode. Now when it comes down to it, guys, this figure, like I said, I have a very hard time trying to find a Transformers Prime figure that I like more than this guy. He is easily in my top group of figures for the new Transformer Prime toys. The biggest complaint that I have with him really is just the size. Like I said, Bert here is a little bit smaller than I would like, whereas Lloyd, for the vehicle, is kind of a perfect size. The transformation is ridiculously fun. I was recording the Team Bottomist Variety Hour podcast last night, and while I was doing it, I kept transforming this guy over and over and over again. I just had so much fun doing it. He's really fun, very simple to transform, but very fun to actually do, and I love doing it. When it comes to the robot mode, this thing is far superior than Lloyd ever could hope to be. He's so much more cleaner of a figure, he's more enjoyable because of it. This figure is an absolute wonderful addition to your collection. The biggest problem with that is at current time of recording this video, he's only 1 per case. Now at some point in time, hopefully they're going to do a case revision. He'll be in more of the cases, you know, maybe we'll get 2 of them or something, you know, but when it comes down to it, unfortunately, there's no way to know whether or not these figures are going to be well received by fans. So Hasbro puts out case assortments and things of that nature based on what they think will work, and they adjust them as they go along. So as of right now, only 1 per case is coming out with this guy, and that's going to make him harder to find. That being said, do not pay ridiculously bad scalper prices for this. I actually saw a guy who's fairly local to me selling this guy online for $100. That's absolutely ludicrous. Don't pay it. Don't feed that kind of BS. This figure is absolutely worth picking up, but not at that price. But that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, this has been Off the Bottomist. I want to thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you later.